Welcome back to this episode of Inside RIC Athletics. Assistant Sports Information Director here, Owen Kane, joined with none other than Alijah Nunes, men's soccer team. Nice to, have you on here. Yeah, not a problem. We saw you this past Wednesday against Roger Williams, a little 1-1 draw there. We're obviously looking for a win for most of the time, but is there stuff that you saw from the team that you like and stuff that you see from the team that you don't like and you want to improve for this weekend?
Absolutely. I think we played a lot better than we did in the first game.
Yeah.
I think there's some new players on the team, obviously. In every season there's going to be new players, and I think it's just a matter of time before we all click together.
Yeah.
I think we saw a little bit more of that in this game that just passed against Roger Williams. And going into Fitchburg State, I think we're very positive and we're hungry for that win.
Right. There's no doubt there's always going to be, rooms for improvement on the field and on the pitch. Is there anything, like you're looking for specifically going into this weekend?
Absolutely. I think we can possess more of the ball in their half of the field. We just play with more confidence.
Mm-hmm.
I think we were defending a lot against Roger Williams.
Yeah.
And that's fine. We defended well. But I think if we could possess more of the ball in their side of the field and put that pressure on them, that would just make me very happy, and I think Coach very happy as well.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. We see you on the back line there with defenders like Lucas Duquette and Daniel Grabach, who have been here for a little bit. They've sort of anchored in the role and stuff like that.
No pun intended.
Right. Yeah. No pun intended. But is there certain offensive scheme that you defenders look for? I'll give you an example of we saw in Roger Williams where they were kind of just kicking the ball over the back line's head a lot. Or is there a way to limit their touches over the ball and limit their long balls and getting, early stops in their third of the field?
Yes, definitely. So before the game, we're given a scout by Coach Kyle.
Mm-hmm.
And if that is long balls, before we go into the game, we know that we have to hold a deep line.
Right.
Or when somebody looks up to kick that ball, we're all dropping off so that it doesn't go over our heads.
Exactly.
So that's an example of what would happen.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a great answer. And, is that just, sticking on the topic, right? Is there, a certain player, professional or maybe, person in your family that really influenced you to have a love for soccer and, start, playing that way?
So brief little story about myself.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't start playing until I was 10, which is late for soccer players. Soccer players start at like 4.
Yes.
I used to play cricket, and there was one time I went to, which was my past high school. I went to a game, but I was still in primary school.
Right.
And I saw one of the high school players, and he was just mesmerizing. The crowd was chanting his name, that kind of stuff. And since then, I fell in love with football. Went on YouTube.
Right.
And that was it since then. Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's my story.
Yeah, so coming from another country outside of the United States, is there, sort of a way that you got settled in here pretty quickly from the change of scenery? Is, some people around you help you settle in here quick, even the coaches maybe?
Yes, definitely. Coach Kyle was very welcoming, and I tell a lot of people this. When I came to RIC, obviously you're a little nervous, especially coming from an international school, but I was immediately immersed into a team of brothers.
Yeah, that's
great.
I
feel like we're a family. So it took no time for me to get comfortable, and to bring my kind of culture into the team. Now we do that rhythmic warm up.
Right,
do a little chant after we win too. Hoping Saturday we can do the chant in the locker room, but I think it was a smooth transition from high school. Yeah,
like you said, you got a little, technique you guys warm up on here. Is there, a certain story behind that you guys like, a little superstition, sort of speak? Or?
No, I think, well, I learned it from my high school.
Right.
Obviously, there's a lot of culture involved, a lot of singing, chanting.
That's great.
And so I thought one day we would just implement it in the warm up, and the guys love it. I think it not only does it bring everybody on the same beat, because we do have to clap at the same time.
Yeah.
But it just hypes them up. Yeah. Like after we're done, we're just like ready to go.
That's awesome. Yeah. So a little last fun question here for you. If you were to have one superpower on the pitch or on the field that, taking into account everybody else on the field would have their own superpower that they're choosing, playing either defense or maybe a different position. Yeah. Is there, one superpower you'd like that could, top all the rest?
Top all the rest. I'll give you one easy answer.
Okay.
That's just to guarantee a goal every time I touch the ball.
Yes.
And then I'll give you an Alijah Nunes answer. I think if I was able to, because I think the first answer would just take the fun away from the game. I think if I was able to just with every word that came out of my mouth, just inspire the entire team to
That's
just
great.
work as hard as they could. That would be my superpower.
Yeah.
Like, let's go, guys. We're down 2-0, but we can still bring this back. And everyone just gets up.
Yeah.
That would be my superpower.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. You heard it here first. Elijah Nunes, great team player. You know, one of the guys who's a catalyst on the defensive end. Be sure to stay tuned for the LEC Network, or even come down to Alumni Field, 11 a.m. on this Saturday, tomorrow, actually, so to speak, because this is being filmed on Friday. Once again, Owen Kane, joined by Alijah Nunes. Elijah, thank you so much for your time.
Of course.
Yeah.
Thank you.